Let's consider a problem like 132 minus 84. When we do this problem, we write it vertically, lining up the places, and we subtract right to left. 2 minus 4, well, since the 4 is larger, we're going to need to regroup or borrow. We change the 3 to a 2 and bring a 1 over. So now I have 12 minus 4, which is 8. 2 minus 8, once again, I'm going to have to borrow. I'm going to change the 1 to a 0 and bring the 1 over. 12 minus 8 is 4, so my answer is 48. And this idea here is known as regrouping, also known as trading or borrowing. So in this video, I want to look at why this algorithm and why this procedure makes sense. Let's think of this problem with my 10 blocks. So here is my 100. I then have a 30 and a 2. And I want to take away 84, so I need to take away 8 of the 10 blocks and 4 of the 1 blocks. Well, there's not 4 1 blocks to remove, so instead I'm going to take one of my 10 blocks and break it apart to give me 10 1 blocks. And then from there, I can remove 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to remove 8 of my 10 blocks. However, I don't have 8 10 blocks. So I'm going to take my 100 block and break it apart. And that would give me 10 new ones. So now I want to remove 8. So we'll remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have my answer of 48. And this is the idea of the regrouping in this problem. If I write this problem down again and use my algorithm, our first step was to turn the 3 into a 2 and carry a 1 over. Essentially what we did is I took one of my 10 blocks and now I have 2 10 blocks and I broke up that 10 blocks into 10 pieces. So I have an extra 10. I have 12 now. And that gave me the 8 here. When I did the 2 and the 8, I took my 100 block and broke it apart. So now I have 0 100 blocks, and that gave me an extra 10 10 blocks. So that turned this place into a 12 to get my 4. Let's look at one more of these. This time I have 235 minus 67. So I'm going to build my 200, 30, and then 5. And we want to remove 67, so 6 10 blocks and 7 1 blocks. We don't have 7 1 blocks to remove, so I'm going to take one of these 10 blocks and break it up into 10 pieces. And then I can now remove 7 of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. For my 10 blocks, I now only have 2 and I need to remove 6. I can't do that. So I'm going to remove one of my 100 blocks and break it apart into 10 10 blocks. And now we can remove 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I only have one 100 block left, so my answer would be 168. If we want to look at decimals, we can do it the exact same way we talked about addition with decimals. We can just change the scale on our blocks. We could let the ones blocks represent something like 0.01, and then these would represent 0.1 and 1, and we could do this the exact same way.